Well, we can't have most of them very much. Yeah. We were here about what? If you say so. If you say so. Oh, man, I remember that. Yeah, it was hot. Imagine that. Look at that. I remember being here once. I was out that night at this hotel, at some hotel, and don't be shocked, I was reading a book. What? I know. I was reading a book. Did it have pictures? It was no. I mean, on the cover it did, but yeah, I was reading a book out by a pool, and I put the book down to go get a drink, and the pages flew away because the glue had melted. It was a paperback. I thought, this, I don't want I'd never read again. That's why to this day I will not read a book. That's not true. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, sorry, I don't usually dress like that. He was dressed like that.
He was getting a massage. On Mars. He came to our signing smelling like eucalyptus.
I do smell like eucalyptus. But if there any more personal notes, you guys want to know. But there was a hand that I tried to just use shampoo. Does that work?
I already asked the question, but I'm curious. Did you have like a favorite guest star during that show? Do you remember?
Waylon for me.
Oh, okay.
Mel Tillis was really funny. Nobody told the director that he stuttered.
Yeah, Tim Butler was a director and was a very patient, wonderful man, but he didn't know that Mel Tillis stuttered. And what was the first line he had to say? We're out there racing his racehorse in the General Lee, and it's I tell you what it was, because he had to say it. There ain't no way that General Lee's gonna beat Manassas. My horse. So he couldn't tell us a line, but there ain't no way that General Lee's gonna beat Manassas. Oh my God, it was like take 7. And Jim Coder was just furious, like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, no idea.
It was pretty funny, but he was great.
Just so you know, I mean, I guess you can't tell, but we had a great deal of fun doing the show. And we still have a great deal of fun whenever we get together. And you guys are a huge part of that, and we really appreciate it.
We do.
Thank you, guys.
I think we're going to bid you adieu, and we will reconvene in the morning, I guess, right?
We're coming back here?
Not here.
Oh, we'll be out there. Yeah, so, do you have, somebody really truly should kick us out if we need to go through.
What's the biggest jump we really did? We didn't really do jumps.
We didn't really do jumps on the show. I have jumped because I'm not that bright. Several cars since then.
What's the part?
Probably 125 feet. No, I've got one more in me. I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to just go for it.
I've rolled a Bronco and I've rolled an Alfa Romeo Spider convertible. That was not smart.
But so you'll know, just so you know, 125 feet is like hitting a ramp at 68 miles an hour. So when
About that, right?
well, 68, yeah, I was going for 72 because I wanted to go a little further than that. But so when you watch, I think the episode was Granny Annie. You signed a picture today too. There's one of the General Lee going over a train.
Oh,
In
yeah.
Oxnard, California. That was Alan Waddett Jr. And it was, I think when it happened, it was 187 feet. I think it was turned into like 204.
What about that jump at the racetrack in the nation? Or is that just a great picture?
That's a great picture. It's hot, but it's a great picture. It's not like that. No, Alan jumped the train.
May he rest in peace.
100, yes, may he rest in peace. 187 feet, and I think the difference is whether or not they measure the front of the car or the back of the car. The cars are generally these like
That's a long,
17 feet long.
you figure, yeah, car length is between 50 and 20 feet.
But he did that, he landed on the pavement, wearing sandals and shorts. Al never wore anything but sandals and shorts. And then he steered into, because they didn't know he was going to go that far, and they stopped traffic. He was headed right for you, wham, like that. So he steered what he could of the car, which wasn't much, because they brake when they land. I know that's a shot. But he ran into a telephone pole. So here's a guy who has the wherewithal. He just jumped, he just set basically a world record in a car, lands on the ground, thinks, oh my God, I'm going to run into these people, and runs the car into a telephone pole. It's dead.
There's also a shot
Great guy.
of a cop car with Bobby Morrison, was another one. He's a guy that he would double Jim a lot.
Oh yeah.
And he would actually do things where, where if he crashed the car, he'd get up and he'd do the whole Jimmy stuff, And they would use his stuff that he did as a stunt double because he was so good at mocking Jim, basically. But there's a picture of him landing, and you do not want to land flat in a car. And especially, these cars weigh between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds. So there's a picture of him landing flat. Both bumpers are on the ground, and you can't see the top of his head. He's like, barely, that's what I see. And he was okay. That's right.
He was a rodeo guy.
He was a cool guy. He won the steer wrestling in Palmdale in like 1969, and then he won it again in 89 when he was in his 50s. He was such a cool cat. We had the best stunt guys ever. And, people asked if you could make that show. You couldn't pay for it. You couldn't pay for all the stuff that they did. And there's none of it computer generated like most everything is today when you do that kind of stuff.
That's not enhanced or